everyone. Tina Spalding Trance Channel here today to begin our 40 days and 40 nights with Jesus. So this is our first day with Jesus, number one. I will be posting this video on the 8th of September at 9 a.m. So I am doing them a day ahead so that you have a pretty regular time for posting. And I'll try and do the evening postings at 9 p.m. or thereabouts. So let's see what Jesus has to say to us today. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and we are very pleased that you are with us here today. The messages that we are speaking over the next 40 days and 40 nights are for you. They are for the humans on this planet Earth at this time that are going through a magnificent evolution. Your minds are expanding, your hearts are opening, and your planet is changing. So we are going to begin with the basics of your experience here on this planet. This planet is a place of separation. You have been taught throughout your histories that God is love and God has created this planet. If God had created this planet, it would not look the way it does. When you look at nature, you see that everything depends on something else dying for its sustenance. Now, we tell you to go out in nature as a beneficent treatment, let us say, for your modern Western neuroses. And it is indeed that. But it is not because it is divine in that sense. This separation-focused experience is proven to you by the multiplicity of organisms, the unlimited number of leaves on trees and particles of sands on beaches, and your individual bodies keep proving to you, because you keep referring to them, they keep proving to you that you're alone. They keep proving to you that you're vulnerable. They keep proving to you that you die. You're an eternal spiritual being. You never die. When you raise your frequency enough, you will no longer need to pass away in the way that you witness now. And as you're going through this evolutionary cycle with your planet, she is leading the way. And that is why you have to go with her. You have to go with her or you have to leave. Those are your two choices. So in this day one, we want to bring this point to you, that there is no point in resisting this evolutionary journey, or you will have to leave. Those are the two choices. Now, this to some of you who are driven by the ego mind, you will feel as a threat. It is not a threat. If you have to leave this increasingly wise and loving place, then you will be reborn into a place that matches. And so you will seem to come back to a three-dimensional earth and you will continue on in your learning. What we are encouraging all of you to do is to step on the train of freedom with us and move with Gaia, with Earth, with your solar system into this magnificent new era. But what this requires is us telling you the truth. For those of you that have been Course in Miracles students, you understand this truth, that this world is a place of separation. And what you are witnessing now in your society is a desperate attempt to increase separation, because that underpowers you and causes you to go into fear, and it makes you easier to manage. So what we are asking all of you to do is to witness in your day-to-day where you separate yourself from people. Where do you hide? Where do you skittle over to the side of the road? Where do you employ devices to separate you from others? We are asking you to own up to the fact that you like being separated. Now, many of you will argue with this and you say, no, I love being with my family. I love being with my friends. But we are asking you to be brutally honest with yourselves today. Today, we would like you to not condemn yourselves for being beings in a separated existence, but acknowledging that where you are, because until you acknowledge where you are, you cannot change it. It is like not knowing your location and having a map. The map does you no good if you don't know where you are. If you are lost, you need to at least have some idea of your location so that you can become unlost. And that is what this journey of 40 days and 40 nights together is about. We are going to lead you away from the isolation and separation towards union, reunification, and the healing of your mind. Because you understand that your society, the society that you are witnessing now, is the mass creation of all of you. Now, many of you will say, I do not want what is happening on this planet at this time. It is terrifying to me. It is awful. I want to see my family. I want to be free to travel. I want to go out for dinner. I want all these things. There's no way that I've contributed to it. But what you do not understand, what you are not taught in your society, is that the frequency that you emit comes from everything about you. There are no secrets in the frequency world. And so if you have resentments, if you have fears, if you hate certain people, if you loathe yourself when you look in the mirror, if you hold these beliefs and judgments in your minds all through each day, they live with you as welcome guests, we will say, then they are emitting a frequency that is going to manifest in front of you. And this is why you are all so bewildered now, because you are seeing the true frequency of that which has been hidden by and from all of you. So on this journey into 40 days and 40 nights, we are going to ask you to reveal to yourself, not in shame or guilt, not in fear or disgust, but to honestly ask yourself where you are on this frequency scale. So today, as you travel around your day, we would like you to pay attention to where you separate yourself. Where do you see others as bad? Where do you judge others as less intelligent? Where do you hate? Where do you despise? And it can include yourself. We are seeking inner knowledge about the frequency that you are holding about yourself and the world. And in that knowledge, you will know where you are. You will be able to say to yourself, yes, I still hate my ex-husband, or yes, when my mother-in-law comes over, I detest her. Or when I look in the mirror, I hate my body and I hate myself and I judge myself for all of my failures throughout this incarnation. This is about owning your shadows, because it is the shadows that are going to be revealed and released from you as we go through this ascension process. That is what you are all involved in. It is not optional. It is not optional. The earth is changing. The sun is changing. The atmosphere is changing as a consequence of the shifting consciousness of all of you, including your planet. So today, make notes. Make notes of when you judge somebody. Make notes of when you judge yourself. Make notes of when you feel fear, and go beneath the fear and ask yourself, what is it that you're truly afraid of? Ask simple questions. Do not expect to understand. We are going to come to an understanding together over these next 40 days and 40 nights. We are going to challenge you. We are going to push you a little bit, but we are going to be here with you every day so that you will have the focused advice that you need to get through these times. But the beginning phase of getting through these times is understanding that the default setting on this planet is not love, it is fear. It is fear because of what you've been taught. It is fear because of what you have learned. It is fear because of the movies you've watched. It is fear because of the dysfunctional families that you have unfortunately been raised in. But love is accessible to you all the time through the practice of forgiveness, which means non-judgment. So when you look upon another and hate them, you feel bad because you think they are bad. What is actually happening is you feel bad because you have stepped away from love into separation. The further you go into separation, the worse you feel. The closer you come towards love, the better you feel. A simple lesson indeed. So monitor your feelings today and ask yourself, why did I just feel a little bit worse? Oh, I'm judging that person who's not wearing a mask or who is wearing a mask. It does not matter why you're judging them, you will suffer. So begin with the basics. You chose separation. This is a place of separation. You all seem to die here. Everything seems to die here. It would be a truly insane God that created you to suffer and die in this way. So today, monitor your feelings. Ask yourself where you like separation, where you foster separation. Do not necessarily try and change it today, but just witness with curiosity, openness, and love how you operate within this system. This being here is offering up her body as a communication device for love. And there are amazing opportunities for all of you over these next 40 days and nights to shift your frequency from that of isolation and separation into communion, union, and conscious contact with your guides and teachers. As you apply the lessons that we teach you each day on this journey, you will have more and more love coursing through your body to help you heal. You will have more and more love coursing through your consciousness, your body, your environment, that will help you raise your consciousness up into the realms of the evolved. And that is where you want to go. You want to go into the realm of the evolved. You do not want to be swimming around with the swamp creatures in the lower realms of 3D. That is where suffering, sickness, death, poverty, and loneliness lurk. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and I will speak to you again later. All right, I just want to remind you again that in the description box below is the information about our Channeling Jesus community. I'd ask you to check that out and see if that appeals to you. Please subscribe to this channel, click the bell so you get notifications when I have posted a new video. Thanks for joining me this morning, and I'll see you later today. Bye.